right? Get up, your friend.
소식 들었습니다.
소식 들었죠?
좋은 곳에 가신다고.
남반구로 갑니다.
Defying gravity, we're flying high, defying gravity. 이것은 바로 Wicked Witch!
화난 일 있었어? 요새?
나 없이 아리아나 선배 보러 가자. 나 없이.
사실 위키드 넘버를 거의 다 알고 있는 승원스에게 이
그렇죠.
위키드라는 작품이 대체 어떤 건지
그냥 간단하게만 요약하자면 오즈의 마법사 전 얘기다. 이 사실 우리 서쪽 마녀가 원래부터 나쁜 아이가 아니었어. 오은영 박사님의 솔루션이 있었다면 이렇게 되진 않았을 것이다. 이 선배가 왜 그렇게 나쁜 마녀가 될 수밖에 없어요.
엘파바라는 마녀와
Miss Alphaba.
착한 마녀 글린다.
글린다.
And you can call me Galinda.
또 그 속에서 피어난 우정,
우정!
사랑,
사랑!
Just fall completely in love with each other.
무서운 그림자.
무서운 그림자는 뭔데?
The O's. 무서운 그림자.
제일 좋아하는 넘버가 그럼 어떻게 되는지.
하나 꼽을 수가 없어요. 근데 뭐 Defying Gravity는 원체명하니까. I'm defying gravity. 에고. 그 바이브레이션 보고 전 딱 느꼈죠. 아, 된다. 마지막 끝날 때 와,
그치.
궁인데 그걸 꼬셨어.
그치. 맞아.
뮤지컬 영화기 때문에 이거는 음악이 메인이야. Team, when people see me, they will scream. For half of us, it's favorite team.
됐다. 그리고 위키드의 팬으로서 영화화가 된다는 소식을 들었을 때 가장 기대가 되는 점이 어떤 점이 있었는지.
아무래도 뮤지컬에서는 조금 한계가 있었던 이 무대 장치들이
900만 송이 튤립을 직접 다 심었다잖아.
수봉 선배도 울고
실수봉
100만 송이 꽃을 피우고
16톤짜리 그 트럭 있어. 에메랄드 시티.
에메랄드 시티.
기차를 이틀간 움직였대.
제일 장난 아니게 들었겠다 진짜.
사실 파트 1이 이번 11월에 개봉을 하고 파트 2가 내년에 또 개봉을 해.
파트 1, 2가 나눠져요.
1, 2가 나뉘어져.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 맞아.
Oh my god을 Oh my god이라 그래요. 우리나라 뮤지컬에는 오즈모니다 이렇게 해요 실제로. 좀 신시아 선배를 깜짝 놀래켜라.
오케이.
만나자마자 엘라카나멘
마툼
엘라카나멘. 아리아나 선배는 이런 걸 좋아하세요. 그래서 popular 약간 턱 근육을 한껏 아래. Popular. I know about popular. 아래. 이어 해주셔야 되고요.
이어?
이어.
뭘 이어?
항상 이어. 항상 이어주는 선배야 그 선배는.
투투 땡 같이 가자.
네네.
내가 가서 안면 트고 올게.
I miss you so much. 너무 보고 싶어. 견디기 힘들어. 알라카나멘 아툼아툼 알라카나멘
알라칼라멘 It's ever gonna bring me down. Bring me down. 룸서비스 해주시는 분이 저보고 할로윈 파티가 아니에요. 그래서 무슨 파티가 있냐고. Sorry. Thank you. 다들 놀라 자빠지네요. Unadulterated loading. We load it all. Thank you. 여러분 이번에는요 저희 촬영팀도 못 들어가는 굉장히 대외비적인 인터뷰라서 저희가 구도를 잡을 수가 없습니다. 과연 어떻게 해결해낼 수 있을지 지켜봐 주세요.
Is it JJ?
Yeah, JJ.
Yeah,
It's JJJ.
JJJ, not Jeff.
3 J's. I see.
Yeah, J.
We all
Let's
J
go.
for JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
Yeah.
Joe and Jeff and JJ.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. You're on the most popular. The most popular talk show in Korea. MMTG Show. The host release after a long wait, and
Yes.
Korea will be the very first country to watch the film. You know what? Is that right? Yeah, really.
How's that?
Congratulations.
When does it open in Korea?
November 20th.
20th.
Oh, by
If I
one
knew that
day,
you-
you're
Yes.
the first.
2 days early. Yeah, Korea.
Good.
Yeah, goosebumps.
Yes.
You're the cutest.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
Hey, I've always known a word in Korean. Is this correct? I hope it's not incorrect. Yabaseo.
여보세요 is hello when you phone call.
Answer the phone.
Yabaseo.
Yabaseo.
Yes,
여보세요, JJ.
Yeah, 여보세요, 나야. 여보세요, 나야. It's a Korean famous song, yes. So the title of our first talk session is What is this feeling? Forbid as a flame. Does it have a name? Yeah.
Yes, vocal.
Love it. Unadulterated love it.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, Cynthia.
Thank you very
much. 2 months ago, I saw the Jonathan's interview on Good Morning America. Oh,
yeah.
You said like this, everyone who was working on it is a die-hard fan.
The musical, I think it was like a knockout moment, seeing it for the first time. It taught us to love and to laugh. What did you learn from when you saw Wicked the first time?
Oh, the first time on the stage?
Yeah?
Oh my God! Well, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. You know, in its first iteration on Broadway.
Yeah.
With Dina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. I cried. I didn't know anything about it then, but anyway.
You cried?
Oh yes, I cried like a baby. I could be heard wailing at the end of it. I didn't know they were going to be best friends. I didn't know they were going to be best friends.
Oh, that's right.
Cried. Tears were springing out of my
Tears
eyes.
welling up, yes. During your first talk with John Chu, director John Chu, you were also so emotional that you almost cried. You always cry?
I always cry.
We all always cry. We all always cry.
This is a glass. This is a glass.
Yeah.
With tears.
Tears.
A glass of tears.
It's like unicorn special tears.
Okay. Oh, could you please
How you
give
get
me
to
the tears
sing.
to me?
Okay.
Okay.
Plenty to go around.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Thank you. And everyone know that Ariana has truly passionate for Glinda.
Or Glinda. You'd be Glinda.
For sure.
When you were 10 years old, you're going to see the original cast perform Wicked on Broadway with your mom, and you even joined the auction to get the ticket to take a photo with the cast at backstage. And here's a photo. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's.
Life's really full of surprises.
It's a very full circle moment. And we all have loved these characters for the whole 21 years that this show has been around. So it's really beautiful to have the opportunity to bring our own selves to these roles and also to cry together and fill up Jeff's cup together.
I know.
And just pass around the
Yes.
juice.
I'm curious about in 2013, you sang with Mika called Popular Song,
Oh, yes.
which sampled Popular from Wicked.
You're gonna be popular.
Was that inspired by your love for Wicked?
No, actually, Mika it's his song, and he invited me to be a part of it. So that was just like a really funny coincidence. But
that's
Oz
right.
has been like sneaking up on all of us in many ways. We've all been intertwined with Oz for a long time. It's been reaching for us.
It's amazing then to meet people who've had, the sort of similar love to something, and then, you get to make it all together.
Destiny.
I've never been in a movie that started with everybody going, "Oh, we got to do this movie. We're so thrilled to be in this movie." You know, there's scripts and so, but this movie, everybody was like, for years, it's been boiling and in love, a romance with this material.
That's right.
Isn't that something? It's special.
Yeah, and the video of the casting announcement
Yes.
for Cynthia and Ariana
Yeah.
has become very famous. Casting announcement, everyone for you to be our alpha.
We would love for you to be our alphaba.
And Glinda, we love
right, that's
for
right.
you
What
to
she
be-
does.
And you, oh my God.
Thank you. I love her so much. I'm gonna take such good care of her. Thank you so much.
I love her so much. I'm gonna take such a good care of her. Thank you. You like this?
this together to create a new dance.
Oh my goodness!
JJJ.
Yeah. And Jonathan, you also cast in very interesting way that during the Zoom meeting with director John Chu and the producer Mark Platt, Cynthia and Ariana just popped up and asked,
yeah.
will you come to Sheets? They are all Sheets. Really?
Yeah, and note that my video hasn't been leaked because I just went, okay. That's what we're going. No, but it was just sort of overwhelming, and they just, John and Mark were going, we just wanted to just check in about the dancing, and apparently you were dancing, and we've got a few more producers that are just jumping in on the Zoom call. Do you know this story? Then it was Galinda the Good Witch, and I was like, hang on a minute, no, like Cynthia Erivo. I mean, it's one of those moments you never forget.
And whose ideas was that?
We wanted to surprise you
Yeah.
because we had been surprised by the whole team.
We sort of like decided if we could surprise someone, we would.
It was like, it's been amazing, isn't it?
And Cynthia, I also heard about the interesting story behind your audition.
Yes.
As John just said, when you sang Defying Gravity, there were some birds on set that had nested and chirped along when she sang and stopped when she stopped. Is it true?
That is true.
True?
Yeah, and I don't know where they came from. They just sort of found their way. We had this wonderful, beautiful space in the on set. I sang "I'm Not That Girl" there, and when I would sing, the birds would start singing, and when I would stop, they would stop. I'm not that girl. So I guess they just felt comfortable. Maybe I was talking to them. I don't know. Maybe
Who would sing when you would sing?
birds.
Birds.
Birds,
Had nested
yeah.
in the set.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they were just happily singing along. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you secretly release those birds to impress the director?
I wish. No.
No.
I would never.
It was
lovely.
honestly, it was like
very
goosebumps
surreal.
when the girls were singing.
yes.
And I remember that day really
Yeah.
well. That was one of our first scenes together.
Oh, yeah.
And like to see a whole crew of 300 quite sort of big, strong men reduced to tears in a second.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Because your song in the end of the song, The Defying Gravity.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
10 out of 10.
I love every time you sing.
It's good. Yes.
You
it's
really do?
fantastic. Yes.
Oh,
love the
thank
whole
you.
And it's so precise. Like you've got like all of the riffs and all of the. It's very good.
Yeah.
Do you sing professionally and do you record?
No. For fun, just for fun. I
Something
think.
to consider.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes.
Yes. You guys performed live vocals during filming.
Yes,
I
we
heard.
did. Yes.
Singers in the world, and so every scene they have been singing live.
You sing live while you
Flying?
performing wire
Yes.
stunts?
Yes.
Is that possible?
It's not easy, but it's possible. And I also knew I wanted to do the stunts, so I had to work to be able to do both at the same time, so that I could make the sound that I needed to make.
And Ariana, you also change your vocal style.
Yes.
It's authentically operatic.
And I have
Yeah.
a high range naturally, but I don't sing opera,
Opera,
so I
yeah.
did have to do a lot of
Could've fooled me.
training.
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of vocal training before even my first audition, just because I wanted to make sure that when I was going in, I was putting everything I could
Yes.
on the table.
So your full-blown incredible range was explored right by a motorway because people were hearing it as they were driving past. That's
yes,
that
that's
Munchkin
right.
land.
Well, because we were rehearsing before we were rolling, and there was someone across the way.
Filming.
And it was just so nerve-wracking to see it just like came out.
Yeah.
And that was really crazy.
But I just love to think of all the people driving to work, listening to our again.
Across the way. And one time, I'm sorry, we do have to tell you a story. We were sitting on top of the thing.
Yeah.
And there was a man in a hang glider.
Oh, I envy him.
We're like, is it a plane? We're like, is it a plane?
One time,
One time.
I fell on my wand. And I literally I slipped and we were
Her foot went through the dress. The wand is literally
It shattered everywhere, and the guys were across the way. I was sure this video was going to surface. We had tears from crying.
Yeah, understand the situation.
It's
Yeah.
the point. The moment you hear these two sing, people would flock, and that's the most primal version of that.
10. Very good.
Your special friendship between Glinda and Alphaba is very impressive.
Also, there's two. Yeah. That's such a beautiful movie.
Beautiful love.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I learned that so quickly.
So it brings us to the second session titled Popular, You're Gonna Be Popular.
You sing, I just love it.
Bravissimo.
Fantastic.
Thank you. And I saw this message
Yeah.
to each other, sent to each
We
other.
sent each-
I envy your friendship.
Come in, come in.
Can I? Can I? Okay, can I? Can I? Can I?
Someone move my phone.
My microphone's
Yeah, we are
full.
friends.
Join.
Welcome to the
Welcome
coven.
to the coven.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Also surprised to hear that while Cynthia was figuring how to align her vocal style, Ariana's feedback is only one, the only one you actually accepted.
She's really wonderful with the technology of it all.
Heaven truly is sitting there with a playlist of Cynthia Erivo takes, just vocals. Heaven on earth is
Yeah.
sitting there
Yeah.
vocal producing for the greatest thing in Turbo.
No.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And because it was live, you could hear in Defying Gravity when she's
Yeah.
going up the
Yeah,
stairs,
yeah.
her little footsteps on the background. That was one of my favorite parts of the
Yeah,
whole
it's what an honor to hear that. Yeah.
telling me.
And for the final segment, I'd like to give some what if
I'm
scenario.
gonna sing.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Sing, I just love it.
You're the cutest.
Okay.
And please tell me. I'll give you some what if scenario, and please tell me how would
thought you were
you
gonna sing.
how you would react in your real life versus how
The character would
your
react.
character
Okay.
react.
Okay.
First, what if your best friend gives you a hat they really love, but you don't like it at all? What did you do?
I mean, I'm always going to make a hat work, to be honest.
Yes, you are.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean? I don't think any person can give me a hat that I don't like.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna wear it.
Oh.
I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sure.
Elfie's
Yeah,
the same.
and Elfie
Yeah,
is
Elfie.
the same.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I don't think she'll even realize that it's not supposed to be like she doesn't. As is the oddity in it and sees herself in it a little bit. So I think that's why she'll just.
How about
The
Ari?
material.
Yes.
So I feel like me and Glinda would probably do the same thing too. The way Glinda saves her granny's hideous hat. And I would just save it as a keepsake because to be thought of means so much. And that's, I think, our answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Same. How's Jeff?
Sometimes I have strong opinions about one thing or another, hats and this and that. I would only be gracious because I'm
Yes.
always thrilled to be given something is very lovely, and how could you not say thank you and da 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 da. Then, unlike your creative talent, which is I aspire to, I would go. No, probably not. And then maybe find somebody who would enjoy it.
That's nice.
Re-gift it.
That's good.
Fiero and you do.
Yes.
I would, I'd say thank you so much. Hit him on the bottom of it and run back to Winky Country.
You'd hit the giver on the bottom of the hat.
I don't know. No, I'd be like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Where are we going tonight?
Yeah, the second what if scenario is, what if your housemate is a musical theater fanatic who sings everywhere and sing everything they sing?
Oh, what a
would love
fantasy.
it.
What a fantasy!
It's my life. I'm her.
You?
This is all of us.
No, I think this is all of
everything.
us, for sure.
Yes, this is our life.
No, I have another opinion.
Yeah?
I love singing. I think music, people are often shamed intergenerationally where they go, where somebody has told them,
Yes.
oh, singing, it's a very vulnerable,
Fair enough,
spiritual.
yeah.
So, everybody should sing.
Everyone
It's your
should
birthright to sing
Correct.
and enjoy it.
And everyone can sing.
Having said that, it's a case-by-case basis. My tolerance for it, you know, if I was around these two, these three, there wouldn't be enough singing. They could sing all the time. There are other people I'm thinking of who sometimes leave messages and always sing them. Hello, Jeff. I'm da-da. And I go, please stop singing.
Stop singing.
Yes, it's case by case, so, okay.
Case by case.
Yes, by person, yes.
I'm thinking of who sometimes leave messages and always sing them. Hello, Jeff.
This is end of our interview. Oh, thank you for your interview today.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
having us.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
We love your energy. You're amazing.
That was the best interview ever.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Part
Let's meet next year in
Yes.
Same time,
we
same
must.
place.
Make an appointment.
Let's make an
today.
appointment today
Yeah.
for
Put it
next
in.
year.
Oh,
Thank
we
you.
have a present, the pink
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Korean
goodness.
pink and
No.
green set.
We can't accept the dream.
Yeah, it's about Korean thing.
Oh,
A little
amazing.
bit.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Thank
for
you so
you.
much.
Anything is
JJ,
vegan
thank
for
you
all
so
vegan.
much.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Wow.
be
Fab.
5 minutes.
Got it right
Pencils.
The utensils.
Oh
my goodness.
Beautiful.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Lots. I love a fan.
Wait.
This.
Thank
Oh
you
my
very much,
gosh.
JJ.
Thank you
Oh
so
my gosh.
much.
Oh my gosh.
We are so
Oh my gosh.
grateful.
Oh my gosh. In Korean, Osmanina. Osmanina.
Osmanina.
Yes. Osmanina.
Osmanina.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Bravo.
much.
Thank you so much.
Really, thank you so much.
Next
Pencils.
year.
Bye, JJ.
Bye, JJ.
Defying gravity.
Thank you.
Bye.
We're all here.
Oh, thank you. 끝났다. 과자 까먹는다. 과자 까먹어? 찹쌀 선과? 그치, 저거 까먹기 정말 좋아.